Hello. Hi. This is Noah again. I'm aware I sound way different than I have been for the past few videos because my new microphone broke, and I don't know why I have to apologize for that, but I feel like I do. Since I've apologized for it, that means that you are not allowed to mention it in the comments. But if you do, make sure that it's as condescending as possible, and that's the only way I'll let it stay. So, what with quarantine being on and all that, I have wanted to fight everybody. So that got me thinking, which LEGO characters could I beat in a fight? Thus, this tier list. There will be a link in the description for you to join, and I'll be ranking all of these characters on how easy it would be to win in a fight against them. From easy dub, being the characters that I could wipe the floor with, a few scratches, I would be able to beat them, but it wouldn't be a clean fight. A draw, we are completely evenly matched, and there was no way we could have beaten each other. Barely beaten, which is this character would only just overpower me. And then absolutely destroyed. I am wiped from existence. So, let's get started. First we have Agent Chase. So this is going off the assumption that I am a LEGO minifigure and not a human. So I couldn't just flick them away. Agent Chase is a secret agent who has been trained in many forms of martial arts, probably, and has many gadgets. However, I am going off the assumption that he does not have his gadgets with him at this time. So since he's just a guy, and I think it would be a close fight, so he's barely beating me. Next we have LEGO Batman. Keep in mind that this is every Batman. LEGO Batman is every single Batman. From the comics, TV show, the movies. It's all contained in one Batman. I think because of that, he would absolutely destroy me. And I don't think there's really anything I can do to stop that. Then we have Bob. I'm not sure. He looks so unassuming and normal. But what's behind those eyes? I don't really know if he would bring out some terrible move right at the end of the fight in a way to mock me, or if I would be able to just... It wouldn't matter. I think I'll put him in draw for right now. We can come back to him later. Breeze from Hero Factory. This is a robot, so robots sort of can't lose a fight next to a human, but also she is a rookie, and she is a nervous rookie, if I remember correctly. So, I think again, it would end in a draw, because I can't beat her, but she's so nervous, I doubt she can beat me. Let's switch it up a bit for this one. Lucy. This is another tough one, because she's a master builder, and she has a lot of fighting skills, but she's a girl, and I'm not allowed to beat up girls, because that's not how chivalry works. So I think it's a barely beaten thing here. The same for Olivia. I am not... I just can't fight a girl. So she absolutely destroys me. Next, there is Hypaxis 8. Hypaxis 8, if you know the very complex lore of Alien Conquest, is a coward. He never actually entered the battlefield. He just sent all of his aliens out there and just abducted a few humans to experiment on them. And then, when humans beat him, I don't know how he did, because humans kind of suck, and he just went back in time and pulled like a pharaoh and a dinosaur out of the time stream to win the fight for him. So he is a coward, and I would absolutely destroy him. Next we have Monkey Kid. He, like Bob, is kind of an unknown. I don't know all that much about him. Does he get magic powers when he touches the staff of the Monkey Lord, or does he just stay a normal kid? If he is staying just a normal kid, and I'm assuming that he will, I am older than a kid, so I can take a kid. I would beat him. Then there's Clutch Powers. I think I beat him, but just with a few scratches. Clutch Powers is a master builder, but he's not much of a fighter. He is taken down very easily in the movie, and all he really does is avoid and dodge punches and stuff. I don't remember him ever throwing one. He probably has some skills in hand-to-hand fighting since he's such an adventurer, but I do think I could beat him. There's Flayn from the Mixels. I think he'd destroy me because he's a monster and he has fire, so he'd burn me to a crisp and then enjoy eating me. Or maybe not a crisp. Does he enjoy well-done humans? Do Mixels eat humans? Is that why they're not in Mixels? This guy's a wimp. All he shouts is hey and doesn't do anything about it. Help the man that fell in the river in Lego City. Mr. Gold would end in a draw. He seems very dapper and like someone who wouldn't get his hands dirty all that much because he's, sparkling. But he's also made of gold, so I don't think I could actually defeat him, but he wouldn't try to defeat me. So there's a give and take there. The first Lego minifigure. Absolutely. He's even easier to fight than Hypaxis 8, and that's saying something, because he doesn't have arms. When someone doesn't have arms, they're easier to fight. And he doesn't have, opposable legs. He's basically just a corpse already. There is Kai. Oh, Kai, that's a barely beaten. Because he's strong, but he also lets his anger get in the way of things a lot of times. So, I think it's, if I can use that anger to my advantage and trick him into overextending or dropping his weapon even, I could take him. But I still think, in the grand scheme of things, he's a better fighter than I am. So that is why he is in the barely beaten section. Likewise, there's Lloyd. I think I would be destroyed by Lloyd. He is a god, pretty much. He is the grandson of actual, literal god. He has the power of the first Spinjitzu master, just all stuffed in there. He's even met God, and he would destroy me. Speaking of God, Madanui would also win, because he is God. Ogle. I don't know much about Ogle. I know he's, the first main Lego villain, and he's beaten up the villain. He's beaten up the heroes of Alpha Team a lot. He's literally Lego backwards. But he seems sort of in the same vein as Hypaxis 8, where he just sends out his minions to do the dirty work, and doesn't actually try to attack himself. But he seems kind of scrappy, because he has the hook, so he's been in a few fights. But he also is very old, so I think I could beat him. Johnny Thunder. That's a barely beaten. He's kind of in the same vein as Agent Chase. He has martial arts skills, and he's trained with, ninjas, and he's been all over the world. He's even fought dinosaurs. So he would beat me. I'll move him in front of Chase there. Clay. That's a draw. He relies too much on his weapons, not enough on his own skill. But still, he has weapons, and I'm not sure I would in this fight. Captain Brickbeard. He seems too nice. It's an easy dub. He's a pirate, but he doesn't really do many piratey things. He just steals treasure, and that's not so much of what a pirate does. Tahu. It's a barely beaten. He's stronger than Kai, and he has more control over fire and his elemental abilities. I can dodge, probably. So he's in the barely beaten there. Tahu G2 would absolutely just fall immediately. He can't do anything. I hate G2. Takua. Also, he's kind of a wimp. I mean, what kind of hero could have been Lava Bones? Also, this is under the assumption that he does not have the Mask of Life. This is just Takua the Chronicler, and not Takanuva. I could not beat Takanuva because, like Lloyd, he is basically God. I don't have the courage to punch God in the face. Dareth? I'm sorry, Dareth can't do much. He's fat. He just has a lot of confidence, I'll give him that. Agent Chase. He'd beat me. But, in this case, I think it's more of a beating me out of respect, but not even, like, beating me. I don't think he'd want to fight me. He seems like a good cop, and I like that. He tried to de-escalate the situation. I respect that. Same with the classic cop. The Lego cops are good guys. They're able to see a situation, put a stop to it, maybe not as effectively as they could, since there's so many crooks in Lego City, but they're still doing the best they can. I respect them for that. Laval, he's a wimp. I'll put him in a few scratches. Emmett. Just based on what I've seen from the Lego movie, Emmett has about the same physicality as I would. He's a bit clumsy, but he has it where it counts. I think I have that. So we would be very evenly matched. It ended in a draw. Movie Lloyd. There's a few scratches. He's not a god. He's just a whiny kid with dad issues. I will wipe the floor with him. Except, he also has ninja skills, so I gotta take that into account. I'd beat him, but with a few scratches. Nick Bluetooth. I think he'd destroy me. But I don't know how, is the thing. Looking into those eyes, I don't know what's behind those eyes. He could be a total wimp. He could be God. He could be more powerful than God. I don't know with him. I'll put him here. He scares me. Pepperoni. It's like Monkey Kid. Actually, no, less than Monkey Kid. He's just a guy with a skateboard. Take the skateboard from the ground and whack him with it, and I'd win. And finally, we have Lord Vortek. Lord Vortek would probably destroy me, but only because make himself big, I can't make myself big. But I will admit, it took the combined powers of Batman, Gandalf, Wildstyle, Doctor Who, Emmett Brown to destroy him. I'm not sure I have that, so he would win. Anyway, guys, this is my tier list for Lego characters I could beat in a fight. I could be greatly overestimating my skills. Looking back on this, I think I could beat I could beat these guys, be a draw with them, and these guys would beat me. Just for different reasons. If you would like to take this tier list, I will have a link in the description. You can share in the comments what you think you could do or who would beat you. If you would like, join my Discord after this. You can share your tier list there as well. The Discord will also be in a link in the description, and just follow my Instagram, that kind of thing. This is a very different video, but I had fun making it. So, I don't know when the next video is going to be, but until then, later.